Hey guys, and gal, it is Postmortem time. Let me pull up the draft, and we'll get this one started here quickly. Where is my starting soon? Go away. Guggy, you are in fact the third first. You can take second though. Draft, alright. Alright, draft. OP wins coin flip, chooses to be player B. How dare he? That's what I prefer. As far as this draft goes, I was wanting to pick something with Aquarium in it, just to force OP's ban. And I decided to go with Taking Shots instead of Swamp Block, because I didn't want to have to use my ban on Gallery. That means I get Redwoods, Terrace, and Pub 3-7. Results are posted. Dells, what are you talking about? This is starting right on time. What are you talking about? Yes, results are posted. Martini asked for them, and I felt like I better not do it twice in a row, withholding it. So if you want to spoil yourself, you can. I'm gonna try and withhold without spoiling anything on tone of voice this time, because I definitely did last time. Okay. Yeah, I'm not good at bluffing. But anyway, I pick Taking Shots, so I get Redwoods, Pub 3-7, and Terrace 3-7. Right? 3-7, yes. Winter Cup uses 3-7. And I expected OP to continue picking Modern Madness, because that's what he's picked in the 3 games so far. Or 2 matches so far? Yeah, he definitely had a bye into round of 16. But OP also seems surprised at me picking something other than Comfy Classic, so he will follow with Comfy Classic. So he definitely wanted Ballroom, and he got it. As far as bans go, OP bans Aquarium. I did tell him I do not Shark Walk. I won't, just as a personal choice. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I will hold out without Shark Walking as long as I can. I think a good spy can get a mission win there without Shark Walking. But that's neither here nor there. I ban Balcony out of OP's set. Didn't want to take a weird chance, just in case. Doubles come out, I pick Redwoods. Even though OP would enjoy that. Let me get music down a little bit more for background. Yeah, I double Redwoods. It's just the best one in my set. Pub 3-7 was my second choice. Yeah, Balcony's banned, I'm sorry. OP, to nobody's surprise, doubles Ballroom. And that's what you're seeing on screen. Play order is doubled Ballroom, my Pub, OP's Courtyard any 4 of 7, my doubled Redwoods, Veranda, and then Terrace. As far as prep goes, mostly just replay sniped OP. Went pretty well. OP is a good spy though, so I did lose some games, but took a decent number of notes. Didn't get to do much sniper research, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, I mean, OP's become more accustomed to, like, not always choose flirting, which is good. That's something I definitely kept in mind this set. But it's still OP. Still gonna be aggressive, still gonna do things that are good. Anyway, enough rambling. On to the first game. Ooh, don't look. I moved ahead, so it wasn't time of chaos. Okay. Casting mode on. I've got the scoreboard pulled up. Starting soon is not on the screen, and we'll get this one started now. And I'm sniping first, because OP prefers to start spying first. So we got Teal and Alice, or also known as T-Alice, at Blue Shelf. I thought that's something that OP might do. It's very suspicious to have two people there. I see Twin take this wrong arm bug path, and a pretty quick stay at the statue there, but I figured if that was OP, he'd like go for the briefcase immediately after and just use the statue as a reason to pick it up. Fake highlight on Teal there. First flirt green for OP. Yeah, I didn't see the bug from OP here. And now Twin's behind the pillar with Amba, and I'm also slightly worried about that. But we got Teal, or rather, we have Alice chasing Teal to the green shelf. So both of them have been to blue and green shelves together. So that's concerning. At this point, I realize Twin is behind pillar with Amba. I zoom in here to guard Purloin and Alice microfilm. I think it looks like Alice breaks animation there as well. What happened there? No. Maybe just on the return to idle. I don't know. Alice, I don't think bugs here. Twin in conversation with General and Pearls. That's a flirt done for OP. Highlight for Twin being next to General, which I believe happened earlier, although I don't think it was OP Twin. Yeah, it was the wrong Twin. That's rough. But then Twin leaves, cancels off the briefcase, heads into statues, and I remember Twin had a wrong arm bug path, and it's OP. Flirt's probably done, especially since I have a reasonable pair. And I'm shooting for inspects. Could have been rough if it was the wrong Twin, but I was very jumpy this set, as you'll soon find out. But that's one. Oh, that's a nice start. Yes, okay. On to Spy Ballroom. So, I know OP is capable of flirt pairing, I just don't know how much he actually does it. I know that he said that if he's off his game, he'll sometimes but go for flirt pairing or behavioral sniping. But that's not something I can assess yet. First game. I did have a plan for Ballroom, as I told Koopa. I expected it to be doubled, no matter which of us picked it. But definitely keeping an eye on statues this game, for that reason. In for the first flirt. It's a bit late to start flirt. Not really, but like, later than I should be starting flirt against OP. It could be more aggro. I am looking at seek at this side statue here, because my plan involves side statues. No talk there, calculated risk, whatever. I leave, and step back in with General. And I don't have the fancy casting overlay counters, but that's two flirts this set. Boots just taking a drink. I reject one and head into middle statues. Probably a bit hasty, but Smallman also rejects. That's pretty good. Opie is definitely eyeing me up. Very threatening here. Wheels also rejects. And inspects are done. Purloin is still pending. Swap. White swap. Irish is being pretty good cover here. I'm walking away, trying to keep myself blocking the statue, and Purloin is still pending. And I was really banking on that Purloin coming off and having Irish to cover that swap for 10 seconds. Unfortunately, too good of a reject chain. And that's a win for Opie. Yeah, it's not normally a problem. I would have been happy with a Smallman reject, but who knows, maybe Opie still finds that shot in time. I would have liked to find out. I thought that was a pretty good play with the swap cover. It looks like the statue's visible there, but maybe Opie's looking at something else. Must have been. Let's see if Wheels had taken. If Smallman had taken, I'm gonna assume I was dead, because like there's no chain on that. But if Wheels had taken, so we'll assume he takes when the tray is fully up. 148. Yeah, I mean that's 10 seconds, or that's before 10 seconds before the swap. So could have worked if Wheels had taken, but Opie, definitely capable of shooting that regardless. That's split of the first two games. Onto Opie's second spy game. Disney, I don't think bugs into a side statue anyway. So what do we got here to open this game? We've got this really full conversation. It's pretty packed, and I kind of ignore it. Because I've got pearls in general there, and I've also got Rocker who did this path in, which felt very Opie-like. It's just... Welcome, Para. This path just felt very Opie-like, just trying to get in conversation as soon as possible, and then quick flirt as well. Rocker gets a highlight. Innocent drink take from Opie. I didn't notice that, but one of my notes was I should just lowlight for innocent drink takes, because Opie has like never taken one, from what I saw. If I had noticed that, maybe I could have taken that lowlight, but it would have been wrong anyway, so maybe it's a good thing. Guarding bug here, because Opie bugs every game. It is almost without fail. Sorry, into mid statues as well. Fingerprintable center statues. I can only think about the fact that the stream is starting soon. Gotcha. Conversations are pretty stable here. He probably wants that flirt. I'm glad he respects me enough not to go for it. Sorry goes into blue books and finishes print. And for some reason I'm just now noticing that. I think I'm too tunneled on. Oh, I know what I'm tunneled on here. The crux of this game, really, is a reject from Rocker. Reject from Rocker. Which then goes over to Queen. Who rejects? A reject from Kane, and then it goes to Disney. So I'm tunneled on this for a while, and Disney, no Purloin comes off. At this point I probably should have low-lit Disney and Kane, It seems like Obi would have been aware enough to take advantage of that reject chain. Neutral light on Queen. I did highlights on the reject chain, so that's why Queen was highlit. Queen takes. Yeah, I was the same para. And then Rockers in mid statues as well. Taft rejects. Salmon takes. OP requests. White Purloin. I see the list right after it. Oh my god. Rocker takes, and I'm pretty sure that it can't be Rocker. Ada, Gulp from Opie. Here we have Seek chasing Sari into books. It is a 2 flirt while right in time before Sari leaves. Yeah, this is an OTBAP. No lowlights taken. I'm trying to rack my brain, like who, like maybe that was a take your own green situation. So maybe it's Disney or something. But I am really clueless here. Opie, I can tell you, is sets up for a bug here because I did watch this replay after the game. Pearls is about to force him out, and this is going to be a reverse Opie bug, and it's gorgeous. I mean, despite the white Purloin Opie, on deserves to win this game. On this alone. Starts the bug, and Ambo walks into it right in time. That's so good.
Red.
I love this song, yeah. That's really good.
Banana bread.
BB afterwards, and at this point, I've already been thinking for a while about BB, because there hadn't been one, and I'm really just thinking, alright, I've missed the Purloin, Opie probably has Bug and Seduce done. There's been several middle inspectors as well, but none of them have Bug credit, so Seduce is probably done, Purloin is done, either Inspect or Bug is done. I probably have to shoot for contact. So when contact finally comes off, I take my lowlights, and I don't know. I just feel like I need to shoot someone. And I shoot Rocker. That felt really late. Yeah, that was 9.2 seconds after. Yeah. Good patience from Opie. Good bug as well. Definitely deserved to win that one. That's Opie taking the lead. Now, my next spy game. Last game of Ballroom. Yeah. I just figured I must have missed a reject somewhere. Because Opie doesn't white Purloin. I don't know. Anyway, we'll get this one started then. Starting out at statues. I'm near Amba, but I think that's fine. Opie, I can trust to guard Bug. Right? So this game will use the strategy that I was planning to use on Ballroom. So I got half inspects, that's crucial to this. Just idling here, looking for wheels. Unfortunately, I've started pathing this way, so I don't really feel like I can turn that way, even though Obi probably wouldn't catch it. What is that emote? Is that a blindfolded something? Yeah. Wheels puts the book away. I do flirt before the pickup because I wouldn't have gotten it otherwise. Just an innocent book here. I know what I want to do this game. I mean, the entire plan is just Seduce, Contact, Inspect, Swap. Just the swap has some extra tech to it. So the big thing was just starting out with half inspects and just seduce contact and without trouble. I'm being really respectful of OP with Flirt here. I think I wanted to avoid pearls. What was this redirect? I think that was just... no, this was deliberate. This redirect was deliberate. That's also way too quick to leave windows after a watch check. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not doing a time ed. I think I was trying to mimic the thing where AI like turn this way to like go to the conversation and then like choose to path that way. But I like pressed the keys in a weird way. Oh well, didn't matter. Although the laser does come over me right after that. I know, right? It's absolutely unacceptable. Just drink take here. I've got time on the clock. Both twins are DAs and they're both at the shelf here. That's interesting. That can actually be tough if you're trying to like DA pair or something. You saw a combo entry like that, and you generally assume it's AI, because what spy chooses a path like that? Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta do weird stuff sometimes. You can't let the sniper low light for it. Looking for Double Agent. Double Agent does join a conversation. That's part 2 of my plan. Or part 3, I guess. Inspect, seduce, contact, and then the closer. It's a pretty full conversation for contact, even though the SDA is out, this isn't too bad. Although I think Double Agent's gonna give me some trouble for a moment. Drink is finished. Ooh, okay. I forgot about this. I didn't contact third. I did see Amba coming, and that was why I went here now. I saw Amba coming here, and if he continues this path here, I can get a reverse bug pretty clean. But instead I'm just into finishing statues and the green swap, which is crucial to this tech. And apparently, I'm not seen here either. I don't get a highlight for it. OP said after the game that Irish blended in here. I understand it now. The hair blends into the cabinet, the wall, whatever you'd call that, pretty well. So I'm in and out of statues with inspect and swap pending, and it's clean. In for contact now.
Banana bread.
Green BB. Looks like 3 low lights are taken actually. Innocent drink take, which I immediately regret because I remember, oh yeah, I have tech to do. So I mean, but I still go through with the tech here. I just have to in case OP's onto me. Although if he is onto me, this is a lot worse because I have the drink. But I'm going to take advantage of the tech, where if you are standing on the statue pad where your green swap is pending, the AI will not swap. This tech is not from the Koopa tech folder, because Koopa still hasn't given me his tech folder. Hashtag Koopa, give Legorve your tech folder. But anyway, I would take my full drink into the statues, really hoping that Tex puts down the statue here, but the drink does do one good thing, and that's let me stand here long enough to delay Tex. Unfortunately, Tex doesn't put down the statue, which would have been the ideal outcome, because then you get basically you get a swap chain, basically, which is cool. But at the very least, standing here delayed until the second cycle. I walk away, green swap happens, and OP, honestly, how visible this fade is, OP will bite on the swap. And I was happy I won the game, having used the tech. guess sharing the pad won't delay. I don't know, that'd be insane if it did. That would be really interesting to find out. It'd just be a really hard circumstance to find. So I won the game having used the tech. Opie said that I wasn't seen at the side statue, which it's not your tech, Koopa. You can't claim it is your tech because you've not given me any tech. But I would have rather won it having gotten away with the tech rather than having gotten away with inspects just plainly, but whatever. I'll take it. That evens out the score out of ballroom, and I'm happy with that. Pub. Okay. On pub, Opie loves to time at. Opie loves to just cheese stuff because it's Snipercade, and it's cool. It's challenging to snipe, but it's snipeable. I did think about researching character picks as well, and if we played Modere and I was going to highlight Kane or something, but I don't know, didn't do any character lights this set. So at the beginning of the game I saw this and I'm like, the spy has to be one of these 4, right? Like if I threw out 4 highlights there and low lit everybody else, it would have to be right. There's no way this is not spy influenced. Opie also does like to delegate cheese, so I was making sure to watch every drink offer here. Slightly poor guard on Disney there, who was walking behind the ambassador. But I think with the drink in hand, I felt pretty safe about there not being a bug. Oh, missed pad there. Didn't see it though. Really guarding this convo for bug. We've got Rocker. Rocker doing this path. I'm not sure why, actually. She goes there. Hair. Hair does block the path to Amba that way for a moment. That doesn't necessarily jive with my understanding of the briefcase pathing. Because if they update their path in real time, once it opens up, she should redirect the other way. Also, yeah, Hair doing a bug path is not fun, but I think I guard her well. Yeah, Rocker goes all the way around. Like, it's not something that a spy would do, but, like, I'm not low-letting for anything against Opie. In for contact now.
Banana bread.
Boots gets a low light for the split before BB.
Banana bread.
But General actually splits. And only 2 low lights is pretty good. Ooh. Right. And then in the aftermath.
Banana bread.
Since there were only 2 low lights, I guess I look here for a little bit because I'm like, oh, there's someone there, but then I see there's a double agent, probably clear General. And then down here, what do I see? I feel like I look down at this moment and I notice Twin leaving, so I do look at Kane being there. And then I see Kane go back to one of the people he was next to at the 4-person bar crowd up, and Twin just left from Kane, even though it could have been Twin framing Kane, which is not something that Opie wouldn't do. Just felt more like Kane is Opie here, and if I have to shoot one of them for BB Seduce Purloin, it's going to be Kane. I probably could have at least waited until the Purloin was or wasn't taken, because it probably wasn't going to be. 203? Oh no, that was definitely getting taken. Okay. But yeah, I'd probably still shoot Kane there, even if I wait for the Purloin. Yeah, as David points out, pretty straight path in. Like I highlight for on Ballroom, just kind of a boring entry. Yeah, assume 2 flirt as well. You gotta do that against Opie. The games where he 3 flirts are an anomaly. And have I updated the score? No, there we go. Alright, my spy game. Pub 3-7. So, the only thing that I really had planned here, I wanted to do time ads, specifically multiple, and I decided that in practice, standing behind this stool is probably the best spot for it, given the sniper probably tend to hold this angle. Although Opie is very mobile, he moves around a lot, so no matter what, you can't really get a blind spot there. But also Amba nearby meant that I just couldn't do it. I do wait around, make sure that Opie can guard me for bug there. And a laser, yeah. Flirt with pearls before pickup here. That was pretty nice. Would have preferred a green flirt, obviously. Pearls, I think, then goes to the other statue. Yeah, she does. Pretty low lightable on pearls on Pub 3-7. Oh yeah, Koopa, is that when you're gonna send me the tech folder too? Thought so. I go and stand in this conversation. Behaviorally, it just seems like, oh, you don't want to commit to walking all the way out here, because that's just gonna take 10 seconds. But, you know. Ah, General, no! I saw General join me here and Instant Talk. I'm like, yes, General's flirting with me. I'm always sassy. So I look around, I see General with me, I'm like, what are the chances he's an SDA? Pretty low. Conversations are pretty full. I do see Twin leave that conversation. But I'm like, alright, this conversation probably still has an SDA in it.
Banana bread.
Yeah, only real. Not a good look. That sucks. Amba, like, teases me standing next to me for a moment, and then Kent sent down the briefcase, walks away. That was, I mean, getting away with a bug there, probably not gonna happen, if I'm honest. But, would have liked it. Would have liked the attention sink. Heading over to Pearls, who leaves before I land in conversation. How kind. Fake light there. Not sure what that's for. Is that for Twin? Fake light on Pearls? I'm not sure. I felt like I felt that laser though. Second for White. Not good. Opie not shooting here because that'd be crediting a 2 flirt inspects. Only contact. So maybe I'm not as big of a suspect for the first contact as I thought. Double agent joins, how kind of him. Pearls leaves. I know she'd been to statues, but she's going inside. I can't wait for her to get in a conversation. I split from it on Idle. I thought that was nice. I saw Idle coming.
Banana bread.
BB, leave. And heading inside. Gonna get the last white flirt because Pearls lowered the cooldown for me. And no shot. I was surprised to get away with this. Opie was not thrilled about holding that. He said he didn't see Pearls here because she was low lit. And yeah, that was he was not very thrilled about that one. But I'll take it. Yeah, unknowingly, I guess I was gonna say the first BB is a blessing in disguise because it knocks out Pearls. Maybe it is, because then I flirt with her again here. as a low light.
And a red.
But also she's low lit here, regardless. Oh, Obi, I was the top suspect for sure. He just didn't see pearls there. Yeah, and I go to statues just to threaten, like swap at the end, in case I don't have credit, but I definitely have contact done. I had real contact with both SDAs. Had an early inspect, so yeah, just the seduce there. That's all it's missing. I mean, I didn't intentionally knock out pearls on the first BB. That was just this looks like a good time to contact.
And a red.
It wasn't. It was actually the worst time I could contact. I see what you mean.
Banana bread.
Looking at someone else to miss pearls.
Banana bread.
Yeah. I am happy with that split on idle, because that's something that I try to look for. It's very difficult in BB time, because there's so much to look for, but for splitters, seeing if they split from idle is something that I want to get better at, because then you can determine if it's a legit split or not. And if it's not, you can just shoot for it, which is great. But that's pub going my way. Courtyard, fun. Before this game, I did have to tell Opie, hey, don't do the thing again. Winky face. Alright. Didn't want to have to shoot him for it again, but we'll see if he learned his lesson. Kane. I do highlight Kane here immediately because it's Courtyard. He would pick... Wait, is Opie actually picking only male characters this set? I didn't notice that. Yeah, it's Kane. We've got Duke in bug range. Not in bug range, actually, but looks like it. A few early statue goers. I'm very worried about bug activity here, so I'm keeping Amba on screen, even at the cost of like keeping Toby on the other side. But I think that can be a blessing, just in case Obi is over there. I'm trying to keep an eye on the reject chain. But not perfectly, of course. I do miss a few in here, so if there had been a purloin, that could have been devastating. And then this is awful. Sorry and Duke are both in like standing bug range. And if there's one thing that you can study for me on Courtyard recently, it's that I miss standing bugs. So, this definitely felt like Obi just cooking Amba for a bit. Obi does finally decide to go for the bug. It's not a pretty one, but Damon and Amba do a good job of covering it up. And I'm looking at Trey, and then I see Duke walk through conversation. Into statues. Is that a good path? I think that's a good path. It was perpendicular to the pad. So I definitely credit Duke with bug here. General as well as inspects, Kane and Sari as well. These are all really good bugging characters, and they all have inspect, and Duke has a bug. It's also a really good time for contact. Why am I not thinking about that?
Banana bread.
BB happens, it knocks out Kane, Seek, Salmon. I pan over, see my highlights with Real BB. And Boots, who has split. Delayed split, of course. And no flirts yet from Opie. I see Duke leave conversation and go to this right side here. I am I'm aware that he's gone there. And I got really aggressive. Like, I knew that Duke was at statues, and I was going to, like, bait out a swap or something. But I was definitely too aggressive with my rotation here, and I think scared Opie out of swapping. Because I think that's probably what he was going for there. In for the first flirt of the game, being respectful with it. Other side of the pillar could have stopped talked that. And at this point I'm wondering, have I missed a flirt from Opie, or from Duke? Because I didn't really have a strong flirt for Duke. That was really all that stood between Duke and completion. So I decided if I see Duke flirt one more time with Alice, I will shoot. But it wasn't a particularly strong feeling, especially after Civ shooting earlier. Sorry chases Amba again. Super cool. But it does force Amba out. General finishes his drink and leaves in tandem with the Amba. He's got inspects, he's got contact, he's been off screen enough, he's probably got seduce. Yeah, he's got a bug. And he's kind of trying to hide behind the pillar. Counting up my missions here. And to top it all off, I don't love his pad entry there. And Civ shot. That one was really frustrating, because like, this is so clearly a bug. And a walkthrough combo, that's so clearly not allowed. Yeah, and like, if only a second flirt had happened, then I think I do shoot Duke before General here, but yeah, timing, it's General. Oh well. Still have a lead. We'll see if I hang on to it here. Leaving AI control on for a little bit. To close-ish to Rocker, but not in 2 flirt range, and G's flirt to get out of there. But not the kind of thing that OP is necessarily looking for. This is not a great decision. I do a path that really looks like I should be entering this conversation, so I feel like I have to commit to it. I don't know why. OP's not a pathing sniper. But I wind up in a useless conversation for a while, and I'm not super thrilled about that. But Rocker's gonna make her way over. And luckily she will talk first, so I can hopefully get away without suspicion, but it's OP. I should be aggressive. Second flirt, 97. Boo. Should have gotten it closer on the first one. So, Rocker leaves, and Laser goes on the other side. As a result of that, I request Toby over. I feel like maybe I can get a quick green purloin, but then Toby bounces a couple times. I get into statues. Pick up a highlight. Not what I want as the first mission. Checked one last time. Here I like fake walking away and then like walk back in, which doesn't look good. Really quick pickup as well. Like if I could there, like if I had OP see me walk away, I was gonna try and get in like green swap that one and get out. But not great. Twin also then picks up my statue, which looks like it could be a green swap. And it looks like OP watches for a fade. And now not having flirt done really sucks. White BB, not fun.
Banana
Toby's
bread.
offering. I feel like I'm losing this game anyway. Go for a purloin. It's a white. Twitch purloin. Gulp it
Banana
and do a second
bread.
BB. OP being patient and takes a shot. Yeah, this is a bad habit, really. Like this never works, especially as a highlight. The contact to cut the gulp early was kind of cool.
Banana bread.
But yeah, felt like OP wasn't necessarily ready to shoot. I don't know. He was probably just waiting for a clear shot, honestly. But not having Seduce done is a death sentence on top of that. Anyway, onto my double now. Redwoods. OP as Smallman. Play it. So, I think I got a pretty good guard on bug here at the start. That's good. We get a Twitch, not a Twitch, for a cheese flirt from Smallman. And I see Smallman at the fireplace. I see Smallman walking away from the fireplace, so I do count for brackets for. I do see Smallman walking away from the fireplace, so I'm definitely looking for a time ad here. There's not a white test, obviously. Yeah, that was David W. But looking for a green time ad. Smallman gets into conversation here. Quick talk as well, so Smallman's definitely high suspicion already. Salmon rather into green shelf. We get Opie heading into the right set of statues and getting a cheese inspect. And I do get a glimpse of Smallman there, and I see a glimpse of Smallman walking away. So at this point, I know it's Smallman. I've got suspicion on him for quick talks and stuff. He didn't time ad, but he just cheese flirted, and unless it's like Salmon red flirting him away, it's Smallman. So I'm trying to line up a shot here. Here we go. Look at this lineup. Cool. Thanks everybody for standing in front of Smallman. Really appreciate it. Alright, maybe now that Hare gets out of there. Nope. There goes Queen. Queen leans in front of Smallman. Can't take that shot. Nope. Smallman's just still sitting there. Shot's too risky to take though. Nope. Can't get one here either. You know what? It's just one cheese inspect. It's just one cheese inspect. He couldn't be done, right? Here goes Smallman now. Behind Sorry. I look in the back of combo. Smallman's gone. I didn't see him go anywhere. Smallman is gone. Where is Smallman? At this point, I'm really worried Michelin's about to finish. I'm about to see, waiting for game results. Where is Smallman? I see Smallman at red shelf. And I can finally line up a safe shot. Yeah, that was brutal. And that was exactly my strat last game. Not really. I was gonna do this. I was basically gonna pick Smallman and stand behind a tall character and take out a book and like direct transfer it. And Opie stole it the first game of Redwoods. Boo. How dare you. How long was that lineup? That was like a minute and a half? No, it was 50 seconds, okay. Smallman is gone. I don't know where he went. He was perfectly hidden behind Sorry there. I didn't even notice that until now. But how do we lose a small man? Anyway, on to my game of Redwoods. I thought about like delegate cheesing this, but I'm the only one at bar, and if a purloin happens anyway, it's narrowed down to 1. But I do have a plan with it. Oh no, that's bad. Ugh, come on. Trees, why? Um, so I take a bug path here without bugging, because I'm like, I trust you, OP. You got me. No. Credit with a bug there, unfortunately. But I am going to, since I've sipped at bar, I've sipped at windows, I'm just going to go back to bar. Who does that? Only AIs will do that. And luckily, well, I decided I was going to do it anyway, but Rocker's here, so it's doubly worth my time. However, I still have a decent amount of delegate time, so I'm going to get out here and I'm going to send Amba. I'm just going to get some movement. Ooh, and Kane picks up a bug credit highlight. Nice. And if that purloin came off, I mean, it's probably at 30% maximum when I send Amba there, but he's got a drink, and I think I realized that. There's no chance of it taking. I didn't know I was a highlight for bug, so that was not great. Getting in for the first flirt, it is distanced. But it is the second flirt, 64%, not ideal on that. Boots has gotten the drink print, Pearls has gotten the briefcase print. So I'm gonna wait for Boots to get in. Kane joined me as well. I didn't even notice that. Wheels left at some point. Kane switches conversation. Boots enters. Pearls is doing the briefcase. I don't know if I thought she was joining there, but I should have kept her in, because very visibly OP was watching.
And the end of red.
BB is going to knock out Pearls, and I see that. I'm like, oh, I should have waited a bit longer. Then we get highlights for real as well. And at that point I look around and I see Pearls is out, and she just got low lit. I think she very visibly just got low lit for that briefcase during BB. So it must have been hair. I think I notice that must be the DA. Flirts up, Kane's on the move. And at this point, I know OP guards this side with the sniper much more often. So I wanted to get into, because the thing is that snipers either hold this angle or this angle pretty much. And if you're at the right angle over there where OP is hiding, you actually get a pretty good angle of the statues here. This conversation, actually that one's better than this one, I just realized. But luckily Amba is taking a lot of attention inside, so I get into statue here. OP does rotate around. I put it down 0 cycles. It's my 3rd bug path this game. Got credited on the first one, but OP's still looking for it. A lot of attention on Amba here. And now in for the final flirt and a briefcase, because I'm like, you know what? If I finish flirt, Amba's leaving a print out there, I could maybe finish that. So that's my finishing plan here at the moment. White flirt though, 98%. Not a good number to see with 53 seconds left, but Kane, I pointed him out a couple times here, has a real BB, has a bug credit, and he's now been called to the swamp. Swamp comes off, and Kane bites the bullet. And yeah, OP pointed out that Kane was the, yeah, I mean, I'm pointing it out because that's what OP told me. OP said that Kane was the biggest suspect this game, and he just happened to get called to the swamp. Yeah, that's a relief though, having 98%. A couple of high 90% flirts is set so far. That's not great. Bit of a bailout. There's been a lot of save shots as well from both of us. So, yeah, I think going to that print finish is good. Like having gotten away with the swap, of course, if it's like not noticed, or if it is noticed, if it's narrowed down to 2, that's not an inspect finish, at the very least. Anyway, on to next set of redwoods, and we got Opie picking Smallman again. How dare he? Why? Who picked Smallman twice in a row on redwoods? So as this game was loading in, I'm like, you know what? Opie went with a Smallman game last game. You know what he's gonna do this time? He's gonna do a Taft rush. He's behind. He feels the pressure. He's gonna pick Taft and he's gonna rush. I see Taft, instant highlight. Taft also starts at bar. Green a flirt for Smallman and Queen. Taft had a drink though, so is offered second or third. I don't actually know. Third. Not delegate cheesing, even though Opie likes to do that. I noticed this. I noticed this. General stopped for the full conversation. I didn't see that. But I saw Smallman stop for it, and then walk away. I like that. Taft. I do see Taft, because I'm tunneling Taft to this game, because I'm on the assumption that Opie is going to pick a Taft this game. And I see, I note that he's standing with Sorry. And Sorry gets sent off to the bar. Taft is talking as well. Wow. So Sorry goes to bar. I'm looking at it. And Sorry purloins. And at this point, I'm feeling on top of the world. I just big brained Opie. It's totally Taft. So I can take accurate lowlights. I am aware that Smallman is in here with Taft, and they were both at bar, so it could still be Smallman. But I'm so confident it is Taft. Yeah, if someone random casts, then you really can't pick out much, but if you're playing someone like Opie who does not random their cast, you can definitely make some assessments. So here we have for the cast, which will inevitably happen this weekend. Safety off up high for Taft. It's totally Taft, it's not Smallman. That's me communicating what I think here. Second flirt, 68%. Very nice. Keeping Smallman in, but at this point, just Purloin's done. Taft isn't really flirting or anything, as much as Opie would have liked him to. Opie assessing his options. Double Agent and ST are at bar. Oh yeah, I'm terrible. I should just lowlight anytime I feel like safetying off for the cast. And I'm pretty sure Opie is aware of the lowlights that happen as well. Let me go ahead and take a look. Looks like a lot of laser movement. Yeah, looks pretty active, so he can be relatively sure that this is narrowed down to at least 3, maybe not Queen. And now, since both of these two purloiners have been standing here all game, I don't know, I don't have much else to watch. Smallman's finally going to leave. Gonna head over to Queen, who leaves this conversation. And if you know me, I don't love that. Even though I am so certain it is Taft. This is so spy-like. Especially since Smallman was with Queen at bar, you know, so they have prior flirt. In general, this situation is very spy-like. The person entering, if the person leaves, since AI can prevent somebody from leaving conversation. Since AI who are entering here can hold Queen in conversation here because they know that they're going to enter, it is more suspicious that Queen leaves, although it is still possible to be AI. If Queen had decided to leave on her own and highlight on Smallman. And I'm saying it's Smallman if the ST is, or if it's Smallman, the ST is Queen with that flash there. We have Smallman entering a conversation here now, and I'm expecting, okay, I might have to shoot for this. I don't have a bug credit or anything. I probably don't shoot this actually. Particularly because it still could be Taft, and I don't know which one of them it is. But I really am expecting a contact here, given the SDA in conversation. So Smallman leaving, on one hand is pretty AI-like, not going for contact with a DA. However, switching conversations into a conversation with a real DA, immediate BB, that really signals, well, to me in the real time, it signaled, that it was an instant BB. I don't know. I'm saying it's signaled in real time. But that signals in general that the person entering, in this case Smallman, is the spy. Because as Taft, you would have to be starting that contact, like, well, I don't know. Because either Taft started it as soon as Smallman entered, or Smallman started it as soon as he entered. I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting at here. But the chance of... It was an instant green, I think is what I'm trying to say. Because as Taft, you wouldn't start that BB if Smallman wasn't, like, firmly in conversation yet, because he's still pathing and he could path around it for something. Yeah, and Taft isn't talking, to be fair, so it still could have been either one of them. But since Smallman tried to chase Queen earlier, chases Queen again, and that's enough for me. So, a wrong tunnel backfires on Opie, but would have been hard for a, yeah, good tunnel escape. Yeah, I mean, it's a 50-50, so I'm definitely not going to tunnel Taft. Easy to... even if I'm tunneling Taft 80% there, it's still only... that's still 20% on Smallman, rather than 20% divided by the rest of the party. But anyway, you know, Opie stole my strat. I wanted to do it anyway, so it's Smallman. I really wanted to do it. Anyway, start out next to Amba. I get highlight for the bug credit. Because I trusted Opie again. Heading into bar. I can get 2 prints here. It would be a rational thing to do. But I'm going to reject and go for the briefcase alone instead. How much does that look like a delegate reject? I don't know. I don't know how much Opie knows about reject etiquette. But fingerprint, Taft joins me. That's nice. I could get a flirt here. It's not a 51%, but, you know, I'll take it. 3 out of 4, yeah. And then since I got the bug credit, I was wanting to get a wrong arm bug here, so I'd go for the, like, flick, the arm flick. But I think it's guardable there. Into the statue I swapped last game. Yeah, I'm not sure. Depends on, I mean, because Opie probably isn't feeling on top of his game today. There have been a lot of civ shots from both of us. So very possible that he's influencing or implementing more behaviors. After that statue, I go back to bar. I wasn't sure if there was still a difficult here. I knew that Taft was here. I think Disney had actually just walked away, though. There's not going to be a difficult here. So I can take a distant flirt here. I have to 3 flirt no matter what.
Banana bread.
Quick BB. It's a fake as well. I think I saw the conversations were relatively full.
Banana bread.
Yeah. What, that was Salmon and Disney out? Yeah, that would seem like a good fake to take. Disney, I think, is providing decent enough cover here. I do the delegate send. And potentially even Taft could have sent that. Although it would be very late. Amba almost comes back. Purloin happens. Highlight comes off, and low lights start coming off as well. Ooh, laser shake, I didn't see that. Okay, wow, let's narrow it down to 2, okay? Chasing down flirt here. I could finish with any next flirt, but Taft is already putting back the book, and that's really rough here. Because he's gonna walk away. And I'm shot for second inspect, I think. Oh, and the bug credit, of course, right? But that's 7 to 5 out of Redwoods. And wow, I've already been at this an hour and a bit, so maybe I should pick up the pace. On to Veranda. We'll just get this one started. So didn't have much expectation of Veranda. I didn't have any plans prepared for it, that is to say. Opie does do screw loose sips quite often. I see Rocker is neutral lit, and I low lit all my DAs, so that's making me think that I gotta bring Disney back up. Yeah, that is one note I had on Opie, is that he likes to hang out at Blue Shelf a lot, look for a microfilm. He once did like 5 cycles waiting for a good green microfilm. Yeah, good flirt opening here. I think Duke enters and talks quickly. That picked up my attention. And Duke entered from where? Okay, all I saw was that he entered from the red room. Not that he walked into the red room and then into the conversation. So I wasn't sure if he was at statues or something. It seemed like the kind of thing I could miss. Slowish start for Opie. Kane, I think, is finishing his specs. Time ad. Yes, I do think I noticed this time ad at some point. Ooh, 2 time ads. Interestingly, OP not going for the flirted books there. That's what I would have thought, looking back at that. Wheels had just rejected, I believe. But another innocent drink take for OP. Oh, and the first female spy of the set. Ooh, behavioral light on what? Ah, for bumping into sorry there. Disney is finishing its specs, and Duke has picked up a highlight for the early flirt. Do or die picks female spy. Hey, rhymes. That must be OP's catchphrase then. Looking for purloin here. Is that a sip BB? No, it wasn't, because it's a white. But that's a gold regardless. Smallman is low lit. Why? Did Smallman just enter? Yes, Smallman had just entered. From red into a very suspicious spot. After taking a bug path as well. That's a very OP bug. So if that hadn't been a contact to knock him out, that could have been a very threatening Smallman. Duke has real here, which I'm taking note of, and it looks like Hare, Disney, Queen in general have dissipated from conversations here. Oh, although General had a reel, I was not aware of that. Wheels just took a drink, right? Yeah, and again, and the second time the set that OP has taken a white purloin immediately after. I waited all game to do this. Second time the set that OP has taken a purloin with no chain on it. Of course, I don't know there's no chain on it, and I don't know that that's a white fade. And Duke is nearby. Oh, I low light Duke. Okay. Never mind, I guess I was at least somewhat competent on the fade. Teal's sipping, but has her drink still. Kane. Wheels, I can reconsider, I think. I might have been aware that he had just taken. And could have done like an own green, but I still wasn't sure on rejects. Guarding for reverse bug on Teal. Still very idle out of Teal, which is concerning. Like, OP can obviously commit to a timeout, feeling like it's unwinnable. And that's certainly what Teal is doing here, but if I miss this reject, I can very easily lose this one. Try to zoom in on the list there. The list is gone. Don't do it. General leaves Boots alone there. She's a low light. Teal rejects another drink, which indicates to me that Teal is idle, but is maybe just waiting until later to do like a rush. Waiting to see if anyone else gets shot for this, and then waits for an opportunity. And there's a reverse bug. And there's match point. Not to be confused with math point. Yeah, white purloin, boo. Get rid of fades. Didn't necessarily have the greatest control of that party, but having the spy doing a white purloin is one way of having control there without knowing it. Anyway, we've got Veranda. And it's match point. It's not over yet, Kelme. just you wait. Oh boy. Don't jinx it either. Seek gets highlight for what? I don't actually know what that's for. Into Windows I go. I wanted to flirt, but I decided I had better judgment. I wasn't gonna stuff 3 at bookcase there. Even though I'm flirting with Irish here, and we're both the green characters in the green room at the time ad window. Surely this gets caught. One time ad, it's right at the beep as well, which is like the worst time that it could happen. Because you hear the beep, look up and see 445. Like, I don't know. And then I just commit to doing another one, so 5:25 on the clock. I see the laser come over, but I'm pretty sure it's on DA. Yeah, it is the real DA. And I get into statues as soon as possible. So I feel like maybe I'm clean with that for now. Also, Martini, the only time I've done a postmortem after the first night, well, I guess I have done winning postmortems after the first night. Have I done a losing postmortem yet, actually? Besides this one? Yeah, I mean, Opie and I did a postmortem on Summer Cup Finals, like the day after, just because he wasn't feeling up for it. And have you had a losing postmortem to do in a while? Well, with this one, I'm committing that yes, I do still do a postmortem even if I lose. Seems like a really good time for contact. Sorry came to me. Just gonna take that. Also, I didn't note it, but after the time ads, I got into statues here, got one inspect, and got out since Opie was so concentrated on the left side here. Breaking animation, and I seem to be out there. Clean. Seem to be operative word.
Banana red.
Contact. Let's see. Before that contact, I'm eyeing up the party. Yeah, really full conversations here. Twin is out. Real double agent is out. I can see that much. But yeah, seems like a good contact. And I'd take
Banana red.
And luckily, didn't have an SDA in with me. That's nice. And I do, since the double agent's out, I see 4 full conversations. I know, alright, there's basically a 50% chance that I have a real fake contact here. Smallman rejects. I'm aware of that. Duke takes, though. Thought I was aware of it. Oh yeah, okay. I probably requested there. Check. No, I didn't request, okay. I think I was at least thinking about purloining for a Smallman. Would have been a bad idea if I did. Into statues now, front statues, so very non-threatening, and it's should only be my first set of inspects. If I'm clean on the first one. Path. What, like double diagonal? I hope I don't have to care about that. Inspect's done. Wrong. Wrong path, you mean. For whatever reason, I'm like, you know what, I need to be respectful flirting here, because I could get caught on that having gotten inspects done. So I decide, you know, I'm gonna stand away from Sari, the person who I was standing next to earlier, and, you know, totally not Pearls, who I can either take a spot to the left of and get a good flirt with Sorry, or to the right of and get a bad flirt with Sorry and still be close to pearls. I don't know. Poor decision. 69% flirt. Innocent drink take. Cause I feel like I can do that with the time ends. There's still 3:30 on the clock. Happy about something. What am I happy about? What am I happy about here? What am I seeing that's good? Oh, right. No. I know what I'm happy about here. This is when I noticed that I had a 69% flirt. Oh, that was stupid. Anyway, timer flirting here. I'm in with the double agent, which is nice. Hard rotate on queen. Don't know if I saw that because I was just looking inside here, looking for the next flirt. Reverse bug as Amba enters, and I only looked this way because I'm like, oh, please don't let that be visible. I took that like on a whim because that's kind of how you have to take them. But took that, wasn't even looking around. I'm like, okay, I don't see the laser, so I seem to be good. Yes, I see the laser over here. I never expected the laser to be like here. I never expected the laser to be here when I took that bug. Yeah, if I look this way at all, that bug is a lot. I can be a lot more confident that I'm clean with that bug, even though I'm standing near Amba. Queen might even be finishing inspects there. In for BB.
Banana bread.
Green BB. We got Purloin coming. Green Purloin. 3 lowlights taken. I think they were all highlights as well.
Banana bread.
3 highlights to lowlights there. Probably distracts from this reject. And Toby's going to be an absolute bro here and go all the way to the other side of the venue. Like, dream Purloin, unlike the one on Ballroom. Not really being watched because Amba came up to me again. Purloin is OTB AP'd, and Hair just takes a bullet. Hair just take. I think it was boots, but, you know, feeling behind. It was correct time to shoot, but that's 9 to 5. Yeah, probably just Obi feeling behind. But that's it. That's the set. Time it right, because this is how long into the game? Almost 4 minutes. Oh, it's Rav. No, don't tell me it's Rav. Yeah, I'm sure you can just tell the results by how I'm speaking. No, please don't tell me it's Rav. Oh, it's Rav or Lev. But it's gonna be Rav, right? No, don't make me play Rav. He's gotten too good. If it is me versus Rav, I think that's the finals that a lot of people predicted, though. So that is exciting. Oh, that's gonna be so difficult.